Hi everyone, my name is Gustavo. This is my final project. I will tell you a little about my life. I was born in Brazil, and when I was 13 years old, I left my house and went to São Paulo because I would wanna be a soccer player. I lived in São Paulo for 2 years when I decided that I would like to study in my city together with my parents. I was finishing school when I received a proposal to play on a team in the state of Pernambuco, and I decided to go. I played 1 year on this team and injured my ankle. So I went back to my dad's house and started a civil engineering in my city. When it was mid-semester, my dad asked me if I would like to do oil and gas engineering in Bolivia. Because my father, he had a friend who soon did this college here in Bolivia. I decided to live in Bolivia to study here because it's cheaper, and my sister also wanted to study medicine in Santa Cruz, Bolivia.
I will talk about my profession of gas and oil engineering. My profession is very important for any parts of the world. And I believe that Bolivia is still a lot of gas. Bolivia needs to explore more and use new technologies to extract this gas. In my profession has many areas. For example, drilling and production and transportation and so on. I would like to work in a refinery, and I wanna specialize in this area. But the first job I work where the company needs. Hi everyone, I am here in Focus. I will show you how is the Institute Focus understand and what is the method they use. Come here. Now I am going to my reservation.
Hello, mister.
Hi miss, I would like to book for...
Oh, for business?
Yes.
Okay, mister. So I need this information. I need your book, please. What's your...
4.
Okay, for scenario?
16.
Okay, perfect. And I need your home number.
295.
Okay. Gustavo Brandalice, right?
Right.
Okay, mister, your reservation is done.
Thank you so much. And every month Focus makes decorations, and this month is Christmas, and this is the person responsible for this decoration. Yes, mister?
Yes, decoration info.
Hi, Mr. Christian. What is the methodology Focus uses?
Okay, so for example, is way different the methodology that we use. We have NLP, and we try to make the classes very different, not tiring, not bored, because you need your brain to have emotions, to have sensations, and in that way you can learn more English and more efficiently.
Yes, different scenarios.
And different scenarios and books, of course.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. So.
How I got into Focus? I got into Focus because in my future profession I have to speak English. So I started looking for a place where I could do this course, but be fast and fluent effectively. That is when I found Focus. My father and I come here in Focus, found the teaching method very good. So we decided that I would do it. Why you miss Brazil? I lived in Brazil for many years, and I think that when a person lives many years in one place, this person gets used. But for my family, I miss more. I miss the food from Brazil. My mother cooks very well, and in my city, I miss drinking tereré because it's a custom in my city. And I believe that I miss so much about my high school friends, going out to eat pizza and play soccer with them.
Difference between Bolivia and Brazil. Let's talk a little bit about some difference between Bolivia and Brazil. There are some differences that are a lot of big as geographic size of country and number of people and so on. Brazil speaks Portuguese and Bolivia speaks Spanish. Many words in Portuguese, the meaning is the same in Spanish. The only thing that changes is the pronunciation. For example, in Portuguese, the word opa is a greeting. And in Spanish, Bolivia, opa is to say that the other person is stupid. And there are many other words like that. Final project is about tourism in Brazil. Tourist place. Brazil is an overall safe country for most tourists. Some travelers might face some dangers while in large cities or in remote areas. It is ranking 81 out of 162 on the ranking of the safest and most dangerous countries. In Brazil, there are many places that are very beautiful. Brazil is a real big country, so it has many different places to visit. It depends on what the tourist likes most. We can go from tropical to wetland. Rio de Janeiro. Rio de Janeiro is the place where tourists like to visit. Rio de Janeiro is a huge seaside city in Brazil, famous for its Copacabana and Ipanema beaches. Christ the Redeeming is statued atop Mount Corcovado, and for Sugarloaf Mountain, in Portuguese Pão de Açúcar. There are many cable cars to take people to different places. Its Roncos Carnival Festival, featuring parade floats, flamboyant costumes, and samba dancers, is considered the world's largest. We can have many options in a city, but Brazil has in a only place practically all. São Paulo. Immigrants from all over the world have always been a part of São Paulo, and you will still see the influence of Portuguese, Spanish, German, African, Irish, Arab, and Japanese residents on its life and culture. There is an entire museum devoted to Japanese immigration, for example, and another to the contributions of Africans in Brazil. Perhaps the most difficult thing to grasp about the city is its sheer size. A good way to get an idea of how far it spreads is from the observation deck of the 46-story Italian building on Avenue Ipiranga. Many of São Paulo's tourist attractions are widespread, so
you will find the metro a good way to travel between them. In Brazil, a tourist may not have everything that are looking for, but I am sure that anyone who goes to Brazil finds people who are lovely, hospitable, and willing to help in any situation. This makes Brazilians one of the happiest people in the world. Hi again, as I say at the beginning, I am from Brazil, but I wanted to say I love Bolivia and God bless this country in everything. Thank you so much.